Will, we're back with another episode of VRS Cars.
Yep.
This is an interesting one, isn't it? It's a four-wheel drive converted Leon Cupra,
so
yeah?
Originally a 280, two-wheel drive, DSG. It's now four-wheel drive, but it's got a DQ500 gearbox from an RS3 as well, so the 7-speed stronger box.
Bloody hell.
So it's a full built engine. It was a brand new engine from VAG that we then built. So it's got Marla motorsport pistons, special rods, different bolts in the rods, 625 bolts, which are a much stronger rod bolt. It's got 30mm exhaust valves, so 2mm bigger exhaust valves, ported head. It's got a billet intake manifold.
That's nice, isn't it?
Direct port METH as well under the manifold, and it's got a 5th METH jet in the up pipe as well. Bigger throttle body, racing line breather kit.
Oh, bloody hell!
Magna intercooler. It's external wastegate, so down here is an external wastegate, so which is run through the boost control valve there, which is a 4-port, but we run that through a Plex boost controller.
Okay. So
we can have different boost levels, launch boost, everything, it's all changed.
Bloody hell.
It's a GTX 35 Gen 2, it's a 3582 Gen 2, so which will do about 80 pounds a minute of air, but we're only going to use probably 70 pounds of that, so just over 75 pounds.
So it's running lowish, not low
so
boost.
It runs about 650 brake, and then with the 85, because we've got bigger port injectors in as well, so this runs 8 injectors, 8 DI injectors in the head, and then we've got 1100cc port injectors in the top as well.
Mate, this is an unbelievable setup, isn't it? Yeah,
so we run a different fuel pump in the tank, so like a billet pump bracket in the tank.
Yeah.
And filter system. Then we run a turbo smart fuel pressure regulator to set the pressure at the front, because it has a voltage regulated pump. We want it to be the same pressure all the time for the port injectors, so we don't get a fluctuation in air fuel ratio through the pump. So we set that so we get a specific pressure for the port injectors. It's got engine mounts, you know, different. There's a lot. I mean, there's
who owns it? So it's one of your customers' cars,
yeah,
isn't it?
A guy called Harvey.
Harvey.
Yeah. So we looked after it for a long time. So
what's the motive for him? Like, he's gone to town on it, like engine, gearbox, full drive conversion. Like, he couldn't do any more, could you?
Couldn't really do anything during lockdown, so he kind of just
he got bored.
You know, yeah,
really?
Maybe. So. But he loves it, so he's a really good. He's a friend and a customer, so
that's wicked.
So then we made our own intake, so
serious.
Obviously the turbo's what you call a sidewinder. It sits over the top of the gearbox. So then obviously, I mean, there's a different fuel pump controller, talk bike fuel pump controller as well. We run. And then custom EcoTune software. Stan from EcoTune in Scotland's worked with us on this car to do the custom software. So when we run it on the 85, it'll do about 750.
Okay.
So at the moment it'll do about 650 on pump.
Fuel.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that it needs? Is there anything that it hasn't got? Like, that's not even a joke question. I'm being serious. It sounds like it's got everything going for it.
Yeah, I mean it's got Bill Stein coilovers. It's got massive. It's got the Vagbrem Technic 390mm AP radical front brakes. It's got the Vagbrem Technic 352mm rear upgrade. It's got the new Speed RS wheels, Scorpion exhaust all the way through. I mean, there's not really any. It's bushed and roll barred and.
I noticed in the interior.
It's got wider SRS front wings.
Oh,
so the front wings are wider on the car, 25mm wider.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah. I mean, he's done a lot to it, an awful lot to it. So.
He has, yeah. So what's the plan for him? I'm guessing he's keeping it. He can't.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think he's any plan to sell the vehicle, so it was taking the Santa Pod basically.
Because I noticed there's a draggy box on the dash, so
yeah, he's always had a draggy box in there. He's a draggy fan. So.
He's all about that, is he?
Yeah, we've not at the moment. We're not doing any specific draggies in it, so we're still. The gearbox setup's the main thing we're doing at the moment. So we're increasing the RPM limit of the engine, so we can do better draggies. At the moment we're about 7.4, so we'll be at 7.8, but I've got to get the gearbox to change gear as well. Okay. So that's, again, I have to work with Stan at EcoTune on that as well.
So you're still running sort of testing on it?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. So, but it's still
a great setup, yeah.
So we just, this week, we'll get the gearbox dialed in. Once the gearbox is dialed in, then we can hit the E85 and see what that produces. So, but
do you reckon we'll be able to do 20 to 70 mile an hour draggy time today?
Try it.
We'll give it a go. Yeah?
Oh, we run an E85 sensor there as well, so we've got an ethanol content sensor, and then an AEM 5-bar pressure. There's loads of other bits. I mean, it's just
I just see so many components under there that I've never seen before.
So you got the Corbeau recliners, And then he's added the heaters in, so we put heated seats in it. So these have got heated seats as well.
Oh, nice. Did you do that for him then?
Yeah, we done that.
Oh,
so,
that's the sort of thing I would do.
exactly. So he's still got the comfort there.
Yeah.
Standard, flap steering wheel. Then he's got. I'll go around the other side, and you can come in and see the bits. So I got a racing line carbon rear strut brace. Relocated the battery into the boot, so we've got more room in the engine bay. We just used the original battery tray.
Yeah.
And then ribbon up the floor for that. Then it's got Devil's Own water meth kit. Talk bike controller, and then obviously down to the fuel pump, which we're still messing with at the moment. So down here you've got the Plex boost control,
bloody hell,
and then you've got the water meth controller there as well.
Blimey. It's all nicely done. It's all nice and neat.
Yeah, everything.
Carbon background there.
Yeah, we've done all this carbon stuff on it.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All works well.
Let's see what it drives like then.
Because it's a big turbo, I mean it's not like slow, that's just part throttle, so it pulls straight away, it's such a big turbo, but it's not, you can soon, I mean we're doing 70 mile an hour straight away, it's just part throttle.
Good low end.
Yeah, so it's like an only aspirated engine until the turbo comes in, so it's still pokey, so rather than some big turbo cars are just flat
and then
nothing.
All at the end.
So
that is a big turbo under the bonnet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big turbo. I mean, it is likely, don't get me wrong, but when it comes on, you're just in the wrong gear. If you're trying to accelerate at 2,000 RPM with a turbo like that, you're just in the wrong gear.
In the
right gear,
So the RS3 Gearbox conversion, that's necessary over 600 brake, I guess, is it?
It's just better. The clutch packs are stronger, the gearbox is stronger. On the DQ250, the 6-speed normal box, they strip the teeth off third and fourth gear sometimes. So, but you'll not see that on a DQ500 at this power level. You might do it on one at 1100-1200 horsepower, but we're never going to see that with this car. So that'd be an RS3 sort of thing.
And the full drive conversion, is that a big job? Is that complicated? I'm guessing it's the Golf R setup again, is it? Yeah,
it's basically just Golf R rear axle, prop shaft, rear diff. It's not a big deal.
That's a big feature, isn't it?
The boot floor, you change the boot floor as well, and then so that's shallower.
Yeah.
Obviously your exhaust system's different then.
Yeah.
So you need like a Golf R style exhaust system. So this one's got a rear valance. There's twin either side.
Okay.
So and an S3 actually fits in. A Golf R's a different width, but the S3 one fits in because they're all different widths. We used an S3 back box from Scorpion on this car, just modified it very slightly.
And then that's it.
Yeah, and it all fits in. So
nice.
That worked out well.
And I noticed you've got this little controller here.
Yeah, so that's a US.
So you can switch from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive.
That's it. Is
it as easy as that?
Yeah, it's a
so we're running 4-wheel drive in a minute?
Yeah, always running 4-wheel drive, yeah. So that's a USB
amazing.
Alex controller, so basically it's like an interrupter loop in a box. So when you want to pull up to a line in Santa Pod, you can pull the handbrake on, do a front wheel drive, burn out to warm the front tyres up, and then put it straight back in 4-wheel drive.
Bloody hell.
Turbo's strong, man.
See the speedo?
I didn't look. I was like that. Tunnel vision. Oh my god, man. Yeah, that's a different league to like my Golf R, isn't it? For example.
And then you're only revving to sort of 7.4. So, and it's pulling hard at 7.4. So we're going to rev it to 7.8.
Yeah.
Maybe 8,000 even. So depends when it stops making power.
So is it quite a reliable setup then?
So far.
That's a hard question to answer, I know, but
yeah, I mean, once
you've got a fully built engine, you've got a strong gearbox, surely it should be...
Yeah, nothing should break. Where the turbo sits, we've fire sleeved and covered everything so that we don't get any potential little pipes burning or melting, so it's all ceramic coated, just to try and keep the heat out of the engine bay. The reason we put it there is to try and get a lot of airflow down the back as well, just to cool it all. So, and then the pipe's a bit longer, so to try and reduce the back pressure. But yeah, no, it seems to work all right. We're always developing stuff, so you know we'll push it further as we go on. With the 85, it should make 750 on the 85 easily.
That's amazing.
So,
that's unbelievable.
yeah, and then it'll be real. You know,
750 brake.
it should be really quick then. So.
That's a seriously quick car.
It's quick. We're just gonna.
You're being hesitant yourself.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the gear changes. You know, I'm changing a bit earlier and stuff. Yeah, so when it changes at the minute, pulls the ignition and puts it back in. We've got that's why it does that job.
What, as a precaution?
Yeah, so I need to quicken that up. But we needed to know. We needed a base of where it did that. So once we've got that login, we can then quicken it up. So when it changes gear, it'll just be seamless.
These seats are nice, aren't they? They sit really.
Yeah, they're hard, but they're comfortable.
Yeah, they are comfortable.
So they're not like. They're good for my back to keep it nice and straight.
Yeah, I like them, yeah.
And it's a nice driving position. You sit quite low in the car.
You do sit really low
So
in
the
the car.
steering wheel, if you look there, steering wheel's like...
Right up in your hands, yeah, it's nice.
Really good.
There's a lot of lag at the beginning, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think we can go from...
And even like you say, the gearbox changes, the gear changes, they purposely...
Well, they're not right yet until we sharpen them up. But I think
this is a mega quick car though. This is
what's the record?
3.33.
So we need to get better than that.
Yeah,
we can do that.
This is definitely quicker than my GTR. I reckon.
Probably.
It's a bit more lively.
Yeah.
That's how it feels from the passenger side, anyway.
So we continued to attempt several more runs that afternoon, but annoyingly, every run we'd done came out as unverified.
It didn't verify it though. Didn't get verified.
What do you do?
3.26 unverified again. What? I can't believe it's not. Maybe it's something to do with Matey's draggy box. We're using this one. That one just said low satellite. So to be fair, it's not even saying there is a slope. So, but we've done 3.10, 3.19, 3.21, and 3.26. So I think the fairest thing to do is just pick
We
that.
pulled out of a fucking junction then, didn't we? Off camera and everything. So I'm sure it's like it's got to be on a flat
It's
road.
consistently doing the same thing. We, in our minds, we're doing a flat road every single time, but for some reason it ain't.
We can't blame the draggy. We're obviously not on a flat road, are we? That's the thing.
But it is saying low satellite, so it's not saying necessarily.
That one wasn't. That was flat. That one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's flat on the road surface, but it's just saying low
It was
satellite.
1.02 uphill. That was, yeah, but low sats.
So
I wonder if you have to have more than one satellite to verify it or something.
either way, they've done a verified one then, mate. 9.65. So something's working there. I don't know what to say. Should we just wrap it up and just pick an average? I reckon the average is 3.2 or 3.20. We'll just say throw that out. Either way, it's the quickest car on Draggy list. Done.
Yeah, sweet.
Thanks for watching. I was going to say something else about this car. I can't bloody remember what. Is there anything else we ain't covered? We've covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
We should just end it. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, hit like. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe. I'll put all of the Will's links for his Instagram and his website in the description below. If anyone wants to go mad on their Seat Leon to this extent, definitely give him a shout. And give me a follow also on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, it's another episode of Subscribers Cars with this guy here, Ollie, and his classic, actually, I'm not going to tell you what car it is, but let's just say it's Japanese and it's a bit of a gem. And provided I can get the video edited by Wednesday, I'll have it live on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So I'll see you then.